Welcome back to Do Brick City, everyone. And today we got a couple updates on this new city. For one, we worked onto the wall here. So we elevated that, we built a bigger gate and added another tower. I will show all that in just a moment for you guys. And we did some changes to the Lego city. It's a whole new, wider open layout, and the train line got fully integrated now. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. That will help me out greatly, and you will get to see more in the future. So starting over here by the front gate. As you see, I raised up this whole wall by 3 bricks and widened it by 5 or 6 actually. So we can accommodate the Republic tanks here, since they didn't fit through the old system. The same as some of the city vehicles, like the ambulance if it needs to come, or just the moving truck. They would not have fit through the old gate, it was too low. So we raised that up. And I think it looks a lot better, it looks a lot more monumental, having a big wall in here. And also you see I left an open area here. This is where we can add later on maybe custom printed piece, like graffiti or something like that. I figured that will be a nice add to the wall. Also clears up this whole gray of a wall here. And then we added a whole turret tower. So this one, as all my towers in the city, is fully movable. And also the barrels can move individually up and down. I will show you in a moment, just taking it apart so you can see how I build it, since I've gotten a lot of requests lately on how did I build all my turrets. So I moved the LAT out of the way, so I got some space here where I can show you guys how I built this tower, or the turret itself. So from the outside we got the 2 barrels here and the slope pieces. I added some accessory pieces just to make it look a little bit more differently. I looked at some of the pictures from the Star Wars movies, like on how their turrets are, and they all have like some sort of roundings around them, some gateways and all that. And of course they're also usually a lot bigger than this. But going to open this, I just take this wall off. So this is what the side piece looks like. And then we got the turret. So as you see, it's just a crossbar brick with the opening where I put one of the studs in that has the connection bar on one side and the crossbar on the other, and just put it in the side here. And that's also how the whole system works here, that you have that range of movement in here. And the same is on the other side, just a couple other stickers that I put on here to make it a little bit more of that Star Wars appearance, of course. Let's put that back on and show the rest. So with that new tower in place here, or the battery is the proper term actually for it, we have a total of 4 batteries throughout the cities. 2 are in this style. And then we got one smaller anti-personnel one that's up here by the park. And then we got this one. That's one of my older designs. It's one of the double barrel ones here. It's also fully movable, but as you see, that one will always just flap back onto the ground. I might change this one out and build one like this one here, so they're all more unified and all the same. And it looks better with the clones, since a lot of the stuff is very equal looking. Same like, even though I modified my tank here with that heavy turret gun on it, the heavy repeater, instead of the double barrels here, which is getting loaded right now by my clones. So now, what do you think of these towers? Let me know in the comment if you like those towers, or if you want me to make a video maybe on how to properly build them, rather than just a shortcut. And then from there, going into the city, we did some changes again in here. About half of my city has changed. It's not much change in the layout system, it's more that I rearranged some of the buildings. Like I put the jazz club further up front here, since This one has the opposite. It has a Peloton system, which is for the defense of the Mandalorians against the Republic. So I brought that closer up. Then I added the police station that was further out of town. So that one is finally better integrated into the city. Since I thought, hey, it's in the square. I got a big downtown square here. I probably should put a police station in here. Especially at nights, like with the jazz club, people go out partying and do something. And then I pushed over the assembly square over here. So it's still very open, visible, the way how I wanted it, since this city layout is going to be focused on the assembly square to be very visible. And then I had to push over also the theater with the bank. This way I have a little gateway here, and I also put it back in my hospital. And the big changes that I did here were the street. I added this street into it. So from there we can come over here and go back to Little Tatooine, which also moved all the way from the back corner back over here. I think it just has the better fit, especially with the ocean and the light tower. It was too crowded in the back corner. So I wanted to put that in. And the other day I experimented with having a train line going through Little Tatooine. So this is what I did. So as you see, it goes straight through the middle of Little Tatooine here, separating it, which is okay because Little Tatooine is supposed to be like more a poor neighborhood, so having an open train going through the market here looked very fitting to me. So I just had to do minimal changes for that, but it has a big impact on the city. And I was able this way with the street system to integrate my new train station that I've gotten the other day, which I also modified, as you see, already a little bit, and added some of the figures like Poe here, and of course my Mandalorian with his bubble tea. So this way we have a lot more of a mock area in this corner rather than all the modulars over here, and I figured it's a very good open view because with the new system, even though I'm missing some of the streets here, I'm still building on those by the time I'm making this video. So I figured this way I have a big open corner there. I can reach it from with the new setup, and we can see everything. Like no matter where I'm standing, I will be able to see every part of the corner city, rather than like in the whole system when Little Tatooine was in the corner, I could not really see anything. Like I always had to lean over or reach a camera over for you guys to see it. And then of course Laker Street is moved over here, so we got a big contrast between the Empire building, which happened to the Daily Bugle, to Little Tatooine. And then we can put Marvel further back in the corner here, so for those people who love to see Marvel more often, I can accommodate that a little bit. And since Bleecker Street is in New York City, and New York City has a very big, prominent Chinatown, I figured I can put a small integration right here of my own version of mini Chinatown, just on the other side. I hope you all like this new city layout as much as I do. Just with the openness, as you see, we can reach and see everything now in one view, from the clone base all the way back. And then the last corner of my thought of doing some changes to is my spice mine back here, right next to the front. Currently you see it's about 1.5 stories high. I might elevate that mountain a little bit more and go into right this corner here. It is a little bit bathed in right now, and I'm thinking about adding this design of a bunker. So kind of like how it was in World War II in the mountains, having those bunkers built in it, and then from there have an overview into the clone base. I thought that would be a fun integration. I used to have it in my old city layout in my big mountain, when I had one giant mountain that was connected between the clone base, Hopefully Dare Station, as you remember, maybe like towards the side and then from there going up. So with having those two mountains here, I might put the bunker system into that one, which would also be very close fitting with the whole fortification that we have going on here from landmines, barbed wires and the tank barriers, going all the way up here and having the bunker. I hope you all like this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all soon.